Hello, you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Today, these are the decks that we will be working on. I have been cleansing them, shuffling them, getting them ready for our reading. This is, I want to say this is a mix between the Akashic records and kind of life purpose reading. But it does tap into the Akashic records. And I have been tapping in them for going in meditation every day, trying to connect and get stuff in. I finally yesterday, Sunday, I finally had a closing for this particular, whoever this group is. This group will definitely be, we're going to start here with our with the guide who's guiding us right now, keepers of the light. See who's guiding us with this. This group is for people who work with plant medicine or are looking at to work with plant medicine, even people who do maybe environmental things as well, to do with a lot of it was to do with plants. I could say it was I was kind of amazed at some of the things I got. Also, you might work with plants, but you might also, maybe you do energy healing, kind of like Reiki, or like you do shaman healing. So any energy healing background, cleansing the chakras or whatever, but you haven't put plants in your practice. And maybe this is, if you're watching this, maybe this is telling you that you're watching this because you're wondering why would I click on this, and it says I'm going to put plant medicine on there, and it says plant medicine. The reason why you're watching it is because it's a confirmation for you to add the plant medicine, some kind of plants or recipes to your practice as well. You're looking at doing that, and so it's asking you to, and that this is confirmation, and if that's confirmation, that is enough. You can actually know that is your confirmation, and you can click off this video. Actually, truthfully. But guys, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your support. And these messages are general, so take what you need and just leave the rest on the table. And we are working with Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You're safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Do I need another card, Michael? Or are you working alone? No, Michael's working with someone else. The reason why I asked is because before I said, well, maybe it's just, I don't need a full 2 cards. And then I heard that's not true. Oh, wow. Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. So this is your intention. I feel like this is, we have a new moon coming up. So this, and because I was really drawn to the moon on her head. So make sure you have those intentions set and ready to go with that new moon, so you can put that out there. And then trust, right here with Archangel Michael, that those intentions can come to life. Yeah, for sure. That is definitely the energy I'm getting. I'm smiling because I'm thinking, oh my God, this feels good. This feels really nice. Okay, I'm hearing 3 cards for your plant medicine. So with your plant medicine, what I've been getting, I've gotten a couple of ideas with plant medicine. And the first one I'll tell you about, it was a download I got, and it was talking about how people need to start cleansing their bodies and flushing their systems out. And this recipe, so maybe you're here because you're wanting to do a cleanse too. So this is here's something for you to do. So it says take chamomile, get some chamomile leaves. So find some dry leaves. You can, if you don't have a garden yourself and you don't grow them yourself, get on Etsy or go to a health food store or whatnot and buy some dried, the whole leaf of the chamomile flower, okay? And then take that, and they want you to mix it with, you're gonna take that, right? You're gonna put it with a mushroom. So I'm gonna put it with the dry mushroom too, because I feel like you're making a tea for yourself. At least for a week. I'm doing this for a week for this fleshing. And now the mushroom, there is 3 mushrooms that came up. So there is the reishi kind of mushroom. I don't know if I'm saying that right. There's that. And then I had a lion's mane that I saw in my download. And then I had a black truffle. I don't know. And I didn't look it up. I know lion's mane. I have grown lion's mane myself and a mushroom kit, but I don't know about the black truffle. So I'll have to look that one up. And take that along, and then so you take these 2 and you just steep them with water, distilled water, and drink that to do some cleansing in your body. And that's one thing that's being asked of us right now, the collective, is to start cleansing your body with plant medicines, okay? It's because we're about to, I feel like we're going to start connecting. New plants are going to be start coming out. We're going to find new plants or discoveries of plants and animals all the time. And I think it's better that we get to know the plants we already are accustomed with so that we can work with them, and also just getting them in our arsenal, and also getting a cleanse. I'm just shuffling right now and just telling you about my meditation too. I did get another one, and this would be for people who actually practice energy healing, and I'm not going to put that one out there. I don't know why, but I'm not. So, but if you want it, I will tell it to you, so just reach out if you want it. Okay, pull 3 cards. Guardian of Air. Explorer of Water. It's amazing that we constantly get these court cards with these readings. It's kind of interesting. I feel like, wow, look at that energy coming in. It's like air and water coming together. And that's, air would be swords. Ooh, I got something that flipped over. And then, oh my goodness. And then water, of course, we know water is cups. And then we had a guardian of fire, which I was like, oh my gosh. And we know fire is wands, right? So, and at the very bottom, I want to say this because I want to go back to that, Diana, and setting your intentions and knowing that there's a new moon coming. Go ahead, look at something. It's because I have a nine of water, and that's cups. And I feel with this energy is that what it's saying is, Nine of Cups is kind of like a mini wish, getting what you want, getting the things that you need to come in. Okay, and so it's very much so you are going to get what you want. You are going to get what you need. And so set that intention. Okay, so Guardian of Air is going to be our Queen of Swords. Okay, that's it. And then Explorer is our, of course, is our Knight, right? So we have the Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, and we have a Guardian of Fire, and that's the that would be the Queen of Wands. All right. So guardians are all about, because we have two guardians here. So I'm gonna throw this guardian energy that you're in right now. It has this you are very nurturing. Every queen has this energy, a nurturing energy, a protective energy, okay, a productive energy. And as you can see with this queen, well, guardian of air, Queen of Swords, what you can see is she's sitting there, and what it reminds me is about a mortar and a paste, and it's that medicine, mixing up that medicine, mixing up those herbs. Remember those herbs I just told you about? Putting those together to blend and bring together. And it's like she is also it reminds me of sound as well, because air is about spoken words as well. So if you think about it, it's speaking incantations, because when you are doing energy healing, you speak. When you're setting your intentions, you speak, or you're communicating with either a person to help them when you're doing energy healing, or if you're setting an intention for yourself to the universe, you're also speaking those within yourself to the universe, or out loud as well. So speaking those into existence, and I feel that's what you're doing. And you're going to get clarity and being straightforward with what you need to speak and come out and say. And then with this Explorer of Water, which is the Knight of Cups, is which I love. Surfing is actually, some say, and that dolphin's there, so I cannot take that. And I'm not. That's again with the sound. Remember that, and I said could be sound healing, and I'm going to take that. Some of you guys could be doing sound healing as well, because that's kind of in play. So maybe you're supposed to be doing sound healing and also adding plant medicine to your sound healing. Now I could throw that together with that dolphin, because we know that dolphins have a very strong sound. And with that Knight of Cups, you have this energy of going in and sitting down with this water. And I feel with this water energy, it's very healing. Water energy is very healing, but it's also it helps you go into deep meditation, because it's about surfing, and surfing you have to focus. So it's like a deep focus, a deep meditation that you will have to go in. And this card actually speaks of that. It speaks of deep meditation and a way of stopping the mind from thinking. And so with that air, you can think so much, but she has control of that. And so with that water coming in, it is bringing that mind, but that heart together, because those water and that cups is the heart. So it's connecting those two together. And then once you have that energy flowing, you have this guardian of fire who shows up. And it's like, fire's like action, right? And so it comes into play of, you have this creative flame. And so now you're starting to build upon it. It's like at the beginning, you set your attention. Now look at the end, at that guardian of fire. If you look at this guardian of fire, you can see there's a full moon. So you're starting out over here with this beginning of the month. You're starting out with your intention, this new moon. You're starting this out, and you're working through it. You're working through all of those. And then by the time you get to this full moon, which will happen, a few weeks after that new moon, you will have this beautiful energy of fire that comes through, where you have a creative flame, and everything that you've set out, those intention, will start to manifest, because this is you're keeping an eye on things. You kind of see, you're looking at things, and you're making sure your energy matches that intention. You are keeping yourself at that high vibration through the things that you need to do to keep your vibration up, and the work you need to do to keep it up, and it works for you. Everyone has their own things that work for them, and I can tell you things. Yes, I can tell you what to go do, but you have to figure out yourself what works for you. And if you ever want to ask me, well, what can I do to raise my vibration, I will happily tell you. But again, in the end, it will come back on you and what works for you, because some things that work for some people don't work for everyone, and we know that. So it's going to be you finding that fire, finding that intent, and bringing it forth. And so I'm going to leave you with this affirmation for these cards coming together, because I think this is just telling me that you need to set your intention. What I told you, use those, and know that you're supposed to be adding plant medicine to your work, but in setting an intention, this new moon, and coming in, and then say, I speak creativity into others while tending my own creative flame. So as you're healing others, as you're helping others, you're also creating your own flame. So even a reminder to myself, as I'm pouring into this, I'm still pouring into my creative flame. I'm still going outside and getting grounded. I'm still meditating. I'm still doing yoga. I'm still going on my walks. I'm still enjoying some tea. I'm still connecting with my peers to learn and grow and to explore. Okay? Now, our next thing is from the records. We get 2 cards. So what does my plant medicine people need to know, please? From the records, please. And thank you. 2 things. And again, of course, with these tarot cards, I have to, I will be reading for the book, Four of Roses, and it says View of Ego. This, to me, intuitively, I was, and you know how I was just about to say, I'm going to read from the book to let you know, but my intuition snapped and said, this is working with your shadow side. Definitely. And I will read from the book about that. But to me, right off the bat, I felt this is some shadows that you're going to have to look at during this time. So when you're going through setting your intentions, because you need to be vibing high, and by the time you're at the end, at that full moon time, you should be releasing and letting everything come in and ready for receiving. And during that time, that downtime into the next new moon, after you get through this full moon, this stage, you should be doing looking at any shadows or anything like that you need to look at and to release. And one thing I do to look at mine, I will tell you right off the back, one of my easiest things is journaling. It's one of the best ones I do. Okay. And the other one you have is One of Keys, and you're the architect. And again, you see this building, like giving directions and building either on your business, building on something. Okay, I'm going to pull out the book because I do want to just go over those things to make sure. Okay, so again, Views of the Egos. It says 3 people stand together before a full-length mirror. A man in the center gazes at himself. It seems his reflection is looking back with a superior air. His is the sole reflection to be seen in the mirror. This card shows that there may be a thoughtless, selfish person in your life, whether in love, friendship, family, or business relationship. This person is self-absorbed and makes plans only in terms of how they affect him or her. You may have lingered too long, repeatedly giving this person, even though you haven't received much return. You've tolerated this decisiveness because you keep hoping things would get better, or perhaps you are afraid to step away. You are called now to be aware this person is unlikely to change, and you may be delaying it. Take an honest look in your mirror and see how staying in a relationship affects your future. So, wow. See how my intuition was like, and maybe it is something in your shadow that will make you see that this person doesn't belong in your life, or it makes you recognize who this person is in your life. Interesting. This is very interesting. I don't know. And so now it's time for you to question, who is that person in your life that I need to let go of because I'm delaying the inevitable. Inevitable. Okay, let's look at the One of Keys. These are so interesting. The Architect. A man and a woman in rich Egyptian dress stand at a table filled with the structural drawings and measuring utensil. He is the architect of all they survey, and he points to an unseen building in the expansion project. Throughout the scene, many workers toil the foundations. At the mundane level, you can find yourself involved in building a project or renovating or redecorating your home or workspace. Most importantly, this card shows that it's time to you to step into a position of power. In order to do that, you must recognize your talents and strength as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons, and feel the commands you have over the great scope of the situation. Take charge. Whether this card is upright or reversed, look at the adjacent card in which the architect points. It can show you some specifics about your plans or change the plans. It can also alert you to unseen events or people or influence that are not yet known to you. So, this architect is pointing at over here. We did not place anything, right? Over there, whoever this person is, it's someone from your past. You already know this person. It's not anyone new. He is pointing at someone new or something new that's going to come in and that's willing to come in. I struggle with the same thing. Letting go of things in the past or people from the past. Yes, that's very hard. But sometimes you have to let them go because they are not stepping into the realm you're stepping into. And that's why he's pointing to the future. He's pointing to something else or someone stronger or someone better that's going to match your energy better. And that's what that's saying to me. Yeah. And that's building. And that's like you get to be the architect in your world. And that's a beautiful thing, right? And you get to be the architect of letting that new energy come into your world. And so that's what the universe is asking you. So, and it could also be letting this new plant medicine come into your world. It's being asked to join you, and there could be someone who wants to team up with you, and there's someone back here that does not help, and they're in the way, and they're blocking out that energy of something else coming in. So let's finish off with an oracle card to end this reading. And it flew out when I said that. Messages. I feel with this messages card, I feel like messages are going to be coming. You're going to be getting messages. If you look at this, she's down on the dirt, so I think you're going to be getting messages here in the earthly from different people. You're going to start getting messages from different people, in this 3D world. But not only that, you see the light coming down too, which is shining down. So I feel like you're going to be also getting messages from above as well, like from your guides and from your angels or your ancestors, just whatever you connect with, okay? So they're going to be pouring in messages to you too. I think you're going to be getting messages from both sides of the track, like from above and below and just around you. Things are just going to start coming in, and connections are going to be made. And so it's just you being open to receive them, and also reflecting on this energy that's not that no longer needs to be in your life. So that might be some people's message too, that it's time to release an energy, or release a person, or release a situation, or release something that no longer serves your highest good, and to step into this new, I'm saying, I guess, life that wants to fit with you. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. You have a wonderful day, and I hope this message helps someone out there, gets out there, and it really gets some little things moving inside your head. Little, what are those called? They're like, I don't know, switches in your head, just going around, and like things popping up. And I hope this message, just like this message right here, brings another message and more messages. That's my intention, is for messages and forward movement come for you. You guys have a great one. Bye.